June. Last part of June, since with holidays and things in there. So anyway, looks like we have a full house, but to be official, Joyce,
Here.
Gary,
Here.
Yolanda,
Present.
Leslie,
Here.
and myself, Matt, is here. And we welcome Malia, is that right? Malia is our new coordinator. So, okay, first off, we'll go over the minutes for the May meeting. Ask if anyone, I guess we read those, or I read them online, but did anybody have any questions or corrections or additions? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve those.
Make a motion to approve the March meeting minutes.
Second.
I mean, May.
Still second.
I think. That's what you mean. I don't mean to speak for you, Yolanda. Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes for both May and March. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Here, none, those pass. And I don't see anybody here for our public hearing. So did anything come in, written wise?
No, we haven't done that, and you probably are familiar with this, but I think they probably have you open the hearing, call for anyone, and then close it, just so you can
Okay.
officially say you held it anyway.
Okay. All right, well, I guess to make this official, I'll open the public hearing on the annual plan and 5-year plan. Is there anyone from the public who would like to address that? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting.
Motion to close the meeting.
Second.
Great, it's been moved and seconded to close the public hearing on the annual plan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Anyway, now we'll go on, since no one was here for that, and no written comments, to look at the financial reports for May. I guess that takes us through the end of the fiscal year here, doesn't it? No, this month, June will take us through the end here. I'm getting ahead of myself a month, so. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or corrections on the financials? Joyce, it looks like the wheels are moving in your, okay. All right, well, if there are no questions or corrections, I'll ask for a motion to approve them.
Motion to approve the monthly financial report.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the financial reports for May. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Now I guess we're on to the occupancy report, and I see a few new ones on here. Didn't know 908 Iowa Street was one. I just drove by there today. Well, the block at least. I wasn't looking at the addresses, so.
Is this a new home that we acquired, or?
No, so I don't know if I'm on, there we are. The 3 units vacant listed there that weren't there before, so I think.
The LC.
Right, the 2 before, the duplex with 2 units in it on LC was vacant. The 3 additional units that came on this month were kind of in the works, but they officially became vacant as it shows there, May 16th. So, and those are the ones that you recall were in the process of selling. So, so yeah, that does make that a little bit easier, in that we have, we have some extra, we have 3 fewer households to actually, find a place to move to. But, and then on the utilization report, I don't know that it's, we're still a little bit below where we'd like to be, that 326. But, as we've mentioned in the past, all the factors that kind of impede that are still out there. So I would anticipate that number gets worse before it gets better. And then enter Malia and some more energy and some new ideas maybe focused on it. But anyway, that utilization report probably isn't vastly different from what you've seen before. It's still trending. It trended 2 units up, which is a good thing. I don't know that we can count on that as a long-term trend. I hope it is, but we are trying to get more units on. So.
I didn't know that 908 Iowa Street was.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can just stop me when I go off on a 5-minute rabbit hole. Yeah.
Hearing you talk.
Yeah, that is one of our single families, I believe. Unless I think they've got that address right. I'll check that too. I mean, we've got 4 or 5 typos already, so I can double check. But yeah, we have 8 single family houses, and I believe that's one of them. That I don't remember though if this is one that Habitat will be acquiring. They're acquiring 4 of the 8, but I can check on that and shoot you an email.
Is that all still progressing along as scheduled or as hoped, Bruce, the transition?
So I did have an update on that, just generally speaking. I know we've been anticipating this. We did get it's very unofficial, but we got the green light from HUD to get the vouchers on the street for the tenants. So we are going to start meeting with them. It could be this week, could be next. We're trying to kind of get the plan together with the new buyers as well. 1 or 2 of the nonprofits do have some vacant units, so that may help assist with folks who do have to move, that they might have a place they could land to, which is helpful in this right now. It's tough to find units. So. But this was kind of the moment we were waiting for, when we had budget authority to be able to start working with those individual public housing tenants. So that, if you recall, that starts that 120-day clock once we actually have the sit down with them. And so that should put us on track to roughly about the time period that HUD was requesting that we would have the units sold, and they would cease to be public housing in that November, December time period. So we're more or less on track.
Well, if nobody else has any questions on that, I'll ask for a motion to approve the occupancy report.
Make a motion to approve the occupancy report for the month of May.
Second.
Great, it's been moved and seconded to approve the occupancy report for the month of May. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That passes. Now it's on to discussion. Malia, would you like to introduce, well, we know your name, but tell us a little about yourself, so.
So I'm not a native to the Quad Cities, moved to the Quad Cities back in 2016. My husband's an officer in the military at First Army. Got shipped here, bought a house, and then we shipped out 6 months later. We opted to come back. We liked the Quad Cities for the short period of time we were here. So we've been back since 2018. I come from working with the Salvation Army, managing the housing programs for Illinois and for Iowa, the rapid rehousing program, the homeless prevention. So I've worked with CDBG funds in the past, worked with the homeless populations, getting people into housing, making the transitions, partnering with landlords. I'm very familiar. Been part of the Shelter and TH Council.
Here in the Quad Cities,
Yes.
you were doing that with?
Yes.
Okay.
So very familiar with like some of the key issues to the local communities with regards to affordable housing. And so I've got 4 dogs, Cocker Spaniel, Yorkie Poo, Boston Poo, and a Terrier mix, and 6 kids, ages 9 to 21. So
Wow.
I'm not busy, and then just finished my first 9-youth softball tournament as a team mom. So my daughter's team took third in the state. But I'm really happy to be here. I'm really excited about the opportunity Bruce has given me to again work with housing programs in the community. And I look to expand our landlord base and improve our housing program as much as I possibly can. So very direct. I'm very loud. So sorry, I apologize. But look to work with the Housing Commission. And if you ever need anything from me, please don't hesitate to ask.
So is it Malia?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's your last name?
Done.
Done.
Yep. Yep. We'll be fine. So I appreciate you guys letting me come to this meeting, and I think that's it. If you have any questions, anything specifically,
Quick question, how do you spell your first name?
MALIA.
That's close.
It's okay.
So was I,
I've seen
but
so
I
many
did it
variations of
phonetically.
it. Wouldn't surprise me. So it's okay.
My granddaughter's name
Is
is
it? I wonder how does she spell it?
Malia.
Yes. MALEA, MALIYAH. So many different varieties. So anyway, yeah. Again, I'm glad to be here and ready to get my feet wet and get back into the community.
And you said your husband is a police officer for First Army?
Oh, he's an officer, so he's a major.
Oh,
in
an
First Army.
officer,
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's a major. So we both had worked at First Army prior to me coming here, but my heart is in the community. I've been a participant in the Section 8 program, and so my husband years and years back before we even knew each other, and so I feel like we are proof that the program can be successful, and there are people in the community that can grow from it and utilize it efficiently. So yeah. Whole another story for another time. I'm like Bruce. I can talk for a long time. I got a lot of stories.
They fit right in.
Yeah.
You can talk to Yolanda about being a sports mother.
Oh, I won't be doing it again next year. This is a learning curve.
Okay, well, I didn't, I guess we need a resolution. I almost was looking ahead on the calendar. Approving the annual plan and 5-year plan. Didn't we do that last month? I signed something.
I thought we did.
No, I think I informed you all we had to do a publication. I think it needs to be like a 45-day window so that people can review it if they have any comments on it before you have your public hearing. So I will say I don't know if you all, and this is again me flying blind a little bit, I couldn't determine if you all formally approve a resolution each year on this, and or if you did when we was done 5 years ago. So this may be superfluous, but I thought I'd at least have you put it on your agenda so that if HUD ends up needing it, we can say, yep, we did that.
Okay,
So,
I'll
but
admit,
I,
I don't recall for
I-
sure.
right, right. I know you have to have the public hearing, so that's the main
Right.
thing, but I
Right.
thought this would be a good cover ourselves in case.
Right.
And I can answer any questions. I will be honest, there's not, and with Millie in the room as well, you're probably familiar with CDBG and the annual plan, and it's a heavily researched intensive effort with a lot of community input that HUD prescribes. The annual PHA and 5-year PHA is actually not so much. It's a lot more related to sort of just checking if you have any repairs you're going to make in properties, which is moot really now for us as we're moving to sell. So it's a different world for me, and looking at what was done in the past, I realized that this is sort of a notifying HUD of how many units we have, that we've talked with people about if they have any suggestions about how to improve the program. And then, you know, that pretty much satisfies what HUD is looking for. So if you looked in this and didn't see, I know I sent it to you, if there wasn't a lot of meat there for you, there isn't. It's a very sort of checklist type document that HUD is looking for, so. Maybe we'll change that in the future, and we'll see when we get a little more deeper into it, and we can put more info in there, but I wanted you to just be aware you're not missing a lot of substance. It is sort of perfunctory for HUD, so.
Okay. Well, would someone, if nobody has any questions, would someone move that we accept that resolution?
I make a motion to approve and accept.
Second.
Thanks. It's been moved and seconded to approve the resolution approving the annual plan and 5-year plan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none. I guess the only other thing in discussion, I'd say I would thank Gary and Joyce. I saw that they were both, must have volunteered yes to reserve again, because I saw their name on the council minutes last week. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
So thanks for doing that. I know sometimes have a hard time getting people to be on boards and commissions, so. We're looking ahead, unless July 18th, that's the third Monday. Don't think it's a holiday.
Nope, I think you're clear.
Not yet.
Yeah. So, people want to mark their calendars, that's our next meeting. Sir, anything else anyone has? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Great. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. We were quick today.